Jai Bharat, Jai Shri Ram. A quick video. Um, I was kept busy for I don't know how many days, and there are certain things happening in my personal life which, due to which I'm not able to, contact or call or even, you know, come regularly on the social media. But anyways, this is not something which I'm telling somebody. It's telling somebody. I'm telling to myself, right? Okay. So this particular video is about a continual attack which I'm seeing on a specific sect, right? Community. Um, you know, especially in Tamil Nadu nowadays, all around India. You know, we know about meme taste, but this is specifically about this meme taste group, which changes form. जहाँ जहाँ भी उनको रंग रूप बदलना है, मारीच की तरह बदल के वहाँ चले जाएंगे. And they attack on a specific community. There is a Brahmin community. I don't know, maybe 11% of entire Indian population are Brahmins. In Tamil Nadu specifically, if I have to take only lesser than 3%, और उनसे पता नहीं, they themselves called as more than 80%, उन लोगों को क्या परेशानी होगा. Whenever I see that particular community, I see a similarity between them and the present Jews in Israel. There's a big major difference. Jews never forget their own history, never allows others to forget what has happened to them in the history. And अगर एक काल पे तमाचा कोई मारेगा, दो मारेंगे वापस. That is where I think the Brahmin community here are missing or lagging behind. If you had seen the Kashmir files, you had seen one particular scene which everybody clapped and praised when Anupam Kherji, the character played by Anupam Kherji, tells his grandson, लेकिन हमने तो नहीं गन नहीं उठाए. When the grandson says, when injustice is done on us, that is why we are they take arms. लेकिन कश्मीरी पंडितों ने तो गन नहीं उठाए. I mean, I would say that is something which seriously has to be looked into. It is not a pride anymore that we are the Brahmin community are not retaliating. Why I picked up this topic, because recently there was a interview to a senior journalist from Tamil Nadu. The only problem with the senior journalist, I mean, he always stays neutral. He doesn't speak for caste nor he has affiliation with every political party, right? That's the reason I watch him, because he gives a centered view. At the same time, if there is something that needs to be corrected from our side, we can correct it, right? And that is the reason I watch him. But he was interviewed by some other channel, and I was very surprised the line of questions. The only mistake of this senior journalist is, not only, there are a couple of mistakes on him. That is not something which he did, but it was stamped on him. The first thing is, he's a Pandey who is from Bihar, whose forefathers settled down in Tamil Nadu long time back, and he speaks Tamil. He speaks about Tamil literature. He speaks about Tamil history better than any Dravidiyaas sitting there. But still, he's an outsider because he's a Brahmin. He belongs to that Brahmin community. So the line of questions which were asked is, Again, the same, the oppression, depression, suppression, all the pressions in the world, you can put it, which Bhimtes go around telling that the lesser than 11% put on more than 80%. Now they will come up with, whenever I say this, they come up with this, oh, British were only this many, Indians were so many, but still they oppressed. British had guns, okay? British had all the might of money. And the only thing the Brahmin community always have had are their education, the literacy. I have never seen in my life along any Brahmin families telling their kids, you do the, take sports, which is also a negative thing. Take sports or take arts, nothing. Yeah, arts is taught in their house. Most of the houses, they play any musical instrument, they take any art form of dances. Uh, all are the classical versions, right? They're not the latest version. They are made to learn all that. That's a form of art which they do. But other than that, they never encourage. They only tell them, have education, get your degree. That is the only thing they did. And with more than 75% of reservation back in Tamil Nadu, I would say even more than that. Um, the Brahmin community of Tamil Nadu, I am specifically talking about, they are lesser than, because of reservation, even if a person gets 96 percentile, he will be disqualified. He will not be selected for that specific college or the job. But a person who scores 40 or 41, even with all that, these kind of hurdles, they get into a college or they get into a work and they try to shine. The so-called Bhimtes back in Tamil Nadu, they are all this EVeRa, Ramaswamy followers of this. Those I'm sorry if I'm using the word, the so-called the P file guy, who at his age of 70 years, with all the with the kidney, the urine bag in his hand, had the gall to marry someone half his age, lesser than half his age, whom he had till then brought up, calling her his daughter. He married his own daughter. Why? Because he didn't want his wealth to go anywhere, right? So he wanted to stay within his family. So he got married to his own daughter, and they are teaching teaching the Hindus about what needs to be done, about Mana Maryada and all. Anyways, coming back to the topic, Sri Rangraj Pandeyji beautifully told how the Brahmin community has been vilified in all these, thing. People talk about boycott Bollywood, the gems of Bollywood comes up with all this, how in nuances the Bollywood has been injecting the hatred against Hindu community, right? I would say go down south. In Tamil Nadu, there are certain words which are pushed into that the local language, that is unknowingly, even the Hindus tell that. Just for an example, if somebody is seated, right? The usual common wages is, you know, मोटे पुट्टाना means तेरे को गंजा कर दिया क्या? Or they would say, pattaya potana means तेरे को patta means that three nama which we put for Mahadev, or even this pattai which Sri Vaishnavites do it. So pattaya potana, or kaad kutitana means they pierced your ears. Shaving their head is a regular Hindu ritual which is followed in Tirupati, Palani, Tirutani, all the temple abodes of Swami Muruga. Muruga is Kartikeya, right? They go there and offer their scalp, the hair, right? Now that is considered as something like fooling somebody. Then patay potanna. Who does this patay? Hindus. This patay, Hindus. But that is meaning they will fool you. Or in Hindi version they say it as अच्छा तुझे उल्लू कर दिया क्या तेरा पैसा पूरा राम राम हो गया है. See, in Tamil they say, oh, एल्ला गोविंदा वा means सबका पैसा चला गया, सब गोविंदा गोविंदा हो गया. मतलब गोविंदा गोविंदा is something which tell for Lord, हमारा पूज्य वेंकटाचलपति. Whenever we go to Tirupati, we say गोविंदा. उसको क्या कर दिया इन लोग ने? वैसा हड़प लिए. See how nicely they have injected all this inside our regular thing. And it is not a Dravidiya or a non-Hindus who are talking this. These are Hindus who are using these words, which is very bad. They don't realize how it has become part of their regular talks. First and foremost, try to avoid these kind of words. When somebody talks, also correct them. Let it not inject such kind of words into our regular life. Secondly, the hatred against the Brahmin community, that has also been built up slowly. These Kaumies, these M-Coms, they sit nicely behind all these Bhimtes, and they have a free hand. If they attack on any other community, Hindi community, they know they'll get a backlash. But they have a free hand in attacking Brahmins, because Brahmins are like, it's like a pillar. Everybody can come and, kick or hit or, throw stones at them. Go. Nobody stands for them, right? So these commies sit behind them and, shoot. Because of their hatred towards Hindus, they show it on Brahmins. And the worst part, what one of the podcast with Smita Prakash, Dr. Sai Deepak ji had told about this, how for this Bhimtes, this Dravidiyaas, how they vilify, they consider Hindu men as, they show as Brahmin men as weak and or corrupt or paisa ka bhukha and all this thing they'll show, and they'll objectify Brahmin women, Tamil Brahmin women. They use the slur words of Papan and Papati on them, and they get scot-free. Hey, if you tell anything about Dalits community, if you use any word, SC/ST case on you, or there's a dozens of case filed on you, atrocities. But the number of abuses the Brahmin community gets on a daily basis, on a live debate, on live debates, on social discussions, everything they do it, but nothing is there, because they are all, hey, protect that community can take it, right? Why? I mean, you have seen the movie which came in Tamil, Kannada, Hindi, in every language. I think I know. In Hindi, the Salman Khan, Tere Naam. You know how they show a Brahmin lady falling in love with outside their community. I don't know whatever caste they showed. The Salman Khan, which Salman Khan portrayed. They show his mama's son or somebody, the Brahmin girl's mama's son, who will be in love, who is a nice character, but a very weak and fragile character. Who these guys, chase him out. Whenever he comes, he chase him out, and they forcibly fall in love with the girl, and the girl also returns his love because she rejects that other guy because he's weak. That is how they have been portraying Hindu Brahmin men as. At the same time, they portray, I'm saying Tamil movies, they show that Brahmin women, lech, sorry again to use the word lech, for non-Brahmin men, or the so-called, Dalit men. So they objectify men, and this has been a regular feature. They always show either the husband or a boyfriend to be of a very weak, puny, buddhu, non-brave guy, while the the savior of that from the other community, of the Brahmin women, girlfriend or lover, to be somebody who is strong, does all this justice. So this has been injected since very long. And of late, if you look at it, many of the anti-Hindu movements, organizations within India and majorly outside India, you see the organizations are all headed by this Tamil Brahmin women mainly. So my question again to all the legal fraternity sitting there: when one can file a case against other community to call them Dalit, why can't a similar case be filed on others who are abuse or belittle Brahmin community? Is there a case, special or legal provision for that? If it is, I urge my Hindu brethren, regardless of whatever community come to, file a case against these people. These Milichas and these Dravidiyaas and these Bhimtes, they should learn a lesson. They cannot come and hit somebody and then go because they are they don't tell anything. We have to rise. We have to rise for those people who are not rising. We cannot say उनका प्रॉब्लम है छोड़ देंगे, कल तुम्हारा भी नंबर आएगा. जब ये 10% निकल जाएगा ना, अगला 15% का जो भी है उनके ऊपर आएगा. तब you cannot complain that nobody stood for me, because you didn't stand for the others. So this was my observations, or I wanted to rant out. So whoever is watching, thanks for watching. So meet you soon. Jai Bharat, Jai Shri Ram, Har Har Mahadev.